So my favorite canning trip memory was when the Silvaws came to Andrew Boyden's house last year. It was obviously kind of a stressful time for me as the canning chair last year, but just getting to run around with the girls and play tag, it made everything worth it, and it really puts it in perspective why you're out there is literally to give these kids the best possible life they can after the extenuating circumstances they've had.
So one of my favorite canning memories would be standing out in front of a store in my shark suit during Halloween weekend. It just gives you the mood of Halloween while you're raising money for kids with cancer. Another day, I guess I did the taco suit, so being able to wear your onesie or whatever costume during canning is quite a great memory.
I think what makes canning special is just the positivity that every Springfielder and everybody that I see canning has throughout the whole entire day. I mean, you're standing on the corner in front of a store, going house to house. It can be a long day on your feet. It's tiring, but just knowing that you're helping out all of our four families, knowing that everybody is super positive, you're having a good time, dancing around, I just think that it's really special because, you think back about you're laying down at the end of the day, you're tired, your legs hurt, but then you're thinking, wow, I actually had a lot of fun. I didn't know just standing in front of a storefront for 4 hours could be fun up to 6, but it really is a magical time.
Canning is special because not only are you interacting with the Thon community, as in Springfield we go out together, we can together, it's camaraderie, but we're also interacting with the community. You'll have so many stories of people who have been in Thon and dancing early Thons, people who have someone that's been affected by cancer, even pediatric cancer. And you hear these stories and it generates this enthusiasm, this encouragement for you to not only can the rest of the day, but go on another canning trip. And then want to be involved in Thon and want to work towards our mission of ending childhood cancer.
Why I love canning is because no matter how old you are, how many canning trips you've been on, every single trip you would go on, you're going to have some little memory that comes out of it and some little life lesson that you're not only going to keep with you for the rest of your Penn State career, but also throughout your life. Some of my favorite memories I've made, not only with Springfield, but also just at Penn State, have been in canning weekends. I just love canning.
So during a long canning weekend, what encourages me to keep going, or the reason why I want to be out there in the first place, is first I think about our four Thon families. They're the reason why this organization exists. We're raising money for them. I also like to think about my two friends in high school who had to deal with pediatric cancer. They're another reason why I wanted to get involved with Thon in the first place. So it's thinking about those people that have a direct connection to your life that you want to benefit through raising money through a canning weekend.
I love canning because I like seeing people's faces whenever we do the crazy dance moves on the side of the street. Like it does, it might seem silly, you might be thinking, yeah, I'm not really gonna dance, but then once you're out there, you're putting on all the moves and people smile and give you that few extra dollars. It just really gives to show like a little can go a long way, and I think that's a really important message of Thon overall. We're doing little things, but it really does help and make a big difference.
Why host a canning trip? Well, canning is essential with hosts. We need the host to have a trip. And hosting is great. You get to tie in your family to Thon. You have dogs at your house, even more of a reason to host. Springfielders love dogs. It's great, but being able to have such an impact in your hometown and spread Thon throughout your hometown through hosting is essential to canning.
So canvassing is absolutely fantastic, especially when you get like that $100 bill in there, or sometimes people will be like, can I feed you? You're in the middle of canvassing. You really meet like some very heartwarming people while you're canvassing. Someone showed me their like Penn State like dad football layer one time. So you get some like really cool stories out of canvassing. One time I was with someone and we just started kind of like looking at doorknobs and like pretending like how we were gonna furnish our house. So you really do get to know like one person, one or two people, whoever you're canvassing with, really well, and it does kind of give you something to do versus just kind of like swaying to some music at a store. So canvassing, it sometimes gets a bad rap, but honestly it's almost just as fun, if not funner, than storefront canning, in my opinion.
So canning is special to me because it really kind of like hits home that Thon's coming up. It's the start of the fundraising season. We all go out, the first canning trip of the year. I know this is our last. It's really unfortunate and sad, but I know I made some of my best memories here at Penn State through canning. Like I said before, just having a really great time, jumpstarting the Thon season. It makes me realize, how close Thon actually is. I'm so excited for Thon weekend this year. It really is a magical weekend where cancer doesn't exist. So I think that's what I like best about canning, is just that it gets the excitement going and all the energy after Thon.
Canning means to me kind of the nitty gritty of why Thon is so successful. So it's easy for anyone at Penn State, if they're not involved with Thon, to just kind of see this massive total, or even just Springfield's $192,000 total. Be like, oh, like, how hard could it be? But sacrificing 48 hours of your life to such a great cause really means something. I have never cried tears of happiness before last Thon when that total came up. And it really resonates with you when you give it everything you've got. I know, everyone has things going on during a canning weekend, and it's really hard to give up a whole weekend, but it will mean so much more to you when that total comes up, or just even when you're at Thon, regardless if you're still in Springfield or you're part of a committee, to know that you gave everything you have for this amazing total, and it doesn't matter if you're in Springfield at the end of it or not. You're doing something awesome, so keep it up.
Okay. We don't need any bloopers in this one, do we?
Probably not.
Depends on what you do.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna do anything.
What was the question? Sorry.
What inspires you?
Yeah, that's what inspires me to can.
So canvassing, it sometimes gets a bad rap, but honestly, it's almost just as fun, if not funner, than storefront canning, in my opinion.
Was that funner?
More fun.